instructor for Criminal Justice 3201 Research Methods and Statistics for Criminal Justice. Thanks for signing up for the course. I'm glad you're in it. Anything that I can do to help your learning experience be more successful, please let me know. Individuals with disabilities who could use some accommodations, please let us know so we can assist you there. You can contact me or the Disabilities Office at Bemidji State. As for contacting me, the best way to get a hold of me is through phone, text message, email. I don't use the pager system on the D2L website. I don't have any office hours at Bemidji State, so contacting me via phone and email and text is probably the best way. So just to briefly go over the syllabus, give you some tips and techniques and hints on how to do a little bit better in the course and be successful. It's an introductory course into framing research questions. We're going to look at various research designs and how those designs are applied to the various research questions. The text is by Maxfield and Babby. It's the 7th edition of Research Methods for the Criminal Justices. You're not going to be able to do very well in the course if you don't have the book. You might be able to get by, but you'll definitely want to have the textbook. So looking at the course objectives, students are going to need to understand a variety of options for doing research in the criminal justice. You want to be able to analyze and critique published research. That to me is the number one thing that we're looking at here. Whether it's being able to look at a journal article or a criminal justice database and just gain a basic understanding of what that research is telling us. Want to gain a basic understanding of statistics and how it's used in research, as well as developing a very basic ability to do, to apply statistics to our own real-world problems. Students will develop a basic ability to apply the scientific methods in their own research in the criminal justices. Doesn't mean that we're looking at trying to develop you into being researchers. If you do really like this stuff, maybe you want to go into that in grad school or something, but again, the basic thing here is to be able to look at research and to be able to understand it and evaluate the strengths and limitations of the various research that we're looking at. So everybody has the ability to be successful in this course, and to be successful, read and understand to the best of your ability the course material that's assigned, the chapter for the week, as well as any outside readings that I have you do. Participate in all the D2L activities. The backbone of the course is the discussion questions. There's between 2 and maybe 5 or 6 discussion questions per week. And just making sure that you answer the question fully. That's not something to skim on. Make sure that you respond to other student questions, discussion questions. There is no page or word total for the vast majority of the discussion questions, but again, making sure that you answer it fully. Use terms and concepts that you learn. Use them correctly when you're writing, and then just demonstrate that you understand what you are reading by doing well on the quizzes and exams. Actually, we have an exam or a quiz for each chapter, and the exam, we have one exam, that's the final exam at the end. So just a little bit more on assignments. The D2L course room, make sure that you do everything that's asked. There's points attached to almost everything, making sure that you're clicking on links, making sure that you're watching the entirety of every video that's asked, making sure that you're responding to other students when it's asked in the discussion questions, making sure that you complete your discussion questions. Those, collectively are worth up to 100 points for the course. There's a research proposal due week 15. It's a 4 to 5 page paper, and you're going to propose your own study for a criminal justice problem. You don't have to carry out the study, but it's just you're writing the proposal as if you're going to do a study. And then you'll be throwing that in the D2L Dropbox at the end of week 15. Each chapter in the book and each week there's a quiz due. So making sure that you get those done. Those are worth up, collectively 150 points. And then we have the final exam. The quizzes, they are timed, but it's you'll have plenty of time. Everybody will have plenty of time to do the quizzes. The final exam, there might be a little more emphasis on the time limit that you have available to you. And when you do the final exam, you can use your book, notes, whatever you want in the quizzes. You cannot use your books, notes, during the final exam. And you're going to need to provide the name of a person who can vouch for you that you didn't use a book when you take the final exam. But the quizzes, not a problem there. The only thing I ask is that you just don't tell each other what the answers are. Talk about it after. But as for the final exam, I don't want you guys talking about, because you can be taking the final exam at different times, and I don't want you talking to each other about the final exam prior to being done with that. So in grading, there's 400 total points. It's 90% is an A, 80 is a B, 70 is a C, 60 D. Anything less than that is an F. Now let's take a peek at the course outline. Each week runs Monday through Sunday night. Each week correlates to a chapter, so week 1 is chapter 1, week 2, chapter 2, and so on. We get towards the end of the semester, and we're done with the book. You took all the quizzes for the book. And then we get into statistics, which the book is a little light on statistics, so I wanted to expand a little bit on that. If it's not in the book, it's not going to be in any quiz or on the final exam. So the final exam is on the book only. And looking at the final exam, so you have to have it complete by the date that's on the syllabus. So looking at page 3 under the D12 course room, just making sure that you are able to navigate the D12 course room and to find what you need to find, because falling behind in the course and not knowing or not asking how to navigate the course room, isn't an excuse for getting behind. So make sure you talk to me. There's some useful information there on how to navigate the course on page 3. So if you have any problems, take a look at that. If you can't figure it out, talk to another student, talk to me, talk to a professor at the university if you need. In regards to equipment, you obviously have to have a computer, internet, ability to access YouTube and everything you need to do on the D2L website. Contact computer services if you need any more information on that. In regards to class content, this isn't necessarily a real intimate class, but there might be some things that you talk about in class that are of more of a personal nature, and I just respect other people's privacy and confidentiality, but certainly don't say anything in the course that you don't want other people knowing. And in regards to academic integrity, making sure that you give credit where credit is due, not cheating, not plagiarizing, not misrepresenting your work. In regards to punishment, the punishment will likely fit the crime, whether it's failing an assignment or failing the course, or being suspended from the university, even depending on how severe something is. So make sure you give credit where credit's due, like I said. So again, please contact me if you have any questions related to any aspect of this course. I'm excited for you to be in here, and good luck.